friends, and welcome to today's daily devotion. I'm reading to you from the Gospel of Matthew, the 16th chapter, verses 27 and 28. Hear now these words. For the Son of Man is to come with his angels in the glory of his Father, and then he will repay everyone for what has been done. Truly, I tell you, there are some standing here who will not taste death before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. This is a very interesting statement that is made by Jesus to his disciples. He has just told them that if they want to truly follow him, then they have to deny themselves and they need to pick up their crosses and they need to follow him. And he goes on to say that if we want to save our lives, we must lose our lives. And if we're willing to lose our lives, then they will be saved. And that's when he says, then you will see the Son of Man coming, and he is going to come with the angels and in the glory of his Father. And we're expecting this. We understand this part of what Jesus was talking about, that he is going to return in glory, and at that point we will all stand and we will be judged for who we are and whether or not we have had faith and trust in the grace of Jesus Christ. But then Jesus goes on to say something really interesting, that there are some standing here who will not taste death until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Well, Jesus hasn't come in his kingdom yet. So does that mean that there is somebody hiding that has been alive since biblical times? No, I don't think that's what Jesus meant. Rather, Jesus is foreshadowing the next thing that happens in Matthew's gospel, and that is when Jesus takes James, Peter, and John, and they go up to a mountain, and Jesus there is transfigured into his heavenly glory. And so those three apostles had a taste of what Jesus coming in power will look like. For us, we just have the story. But as we think about Jesus overcoming death and the connection between Jesus' sacrificial death and eternal life, we can know that our picking up our crosses and following Jesus will lead to our resurrections too. And we will see him in his glory. And I pray that today you will look for Jesus, anticipate his return, and give everything that you are over to him. Lose your life so that Jesus will save it. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.